What is the difference between these chords and these chords? Ooh, can you hear the difference? The second one is doing a technique that I love, and I do it all the time as a professional piano player. It is one of my favorite instances of how a chord changes and becomes what I call chef's kiss. So in this video, I'm going to show you this chord, which is one of my favorite chords in all of piano that you can play. I love throwing it in, and I'm going to have discussions with you at a beginner level and an advanced level. So whatever level you're at, you'll be able to plug in with me. Okay, so let's dive into it. Hi, let me introduce myself really fast. If you don't know me, my name is Matt Hodge, and for the last 15 years, I've been a music professor and a professional piano player and a private piano coach, and I love helping people on their piano journey. And chords is one of the biggest topics that constantly comes up. My piano clients and piano students are always asking me, show me cool chords. What are cool things I can do with chords? So this video is going to show you just one really cool example that you can start implementing today, whether you are beginner level, intermediate level, or advanced level. And speaking of chords really fast, if you want help with chords, if especially you're at a beginner or intermediate level, then in the video description below, I have a link to a free PDF that I created just for you all. My YouTube audience is 30 pages long. It's called The Ultimate Intro Guide to Piano, and I created it for you to help you with a bunch of stuff on piano, including I show you tons and tons of chords and what they look like on the piano, what the notes are. So I've got your back. I've done all the work for you. So download that PDF so you can use it with this video and in other videos. Okay, now let's look at this beautiful chord. First off, without it, here are what the three chords are. So we're going to be in C major, just as an example for this video, which is a common key signature to start with because C major has no sharps, no flats, which means when you play a C major scale or chords that live in a C major key signature, you're not supposed to be playing any black keys because there are no black keys. There are no flats or sharps in C major. So here are the three chords that we're first starting off with. C major, which is C, E, G, A minor, A, C, E, and F major, F, A, C. Three really popular chords from a C major scale. Now, we also can label chords as a number because what number are they on a scale? So for example, in a C major key signature, well, the C major chord is 1 because C is the 1 chord of a C major scale. A minor, we call it the 6th chord because it's A is the 6th note on a C major scale. F major is the 4 chord because F is the 4th note on a C major scale. Now, in all major key signatures, those numbers are always the same type of chord, meaning if I'm in any key signature, any scale, any major one, the 1 chord is always a major chord. So C is C major for a C major key signature. The 6 is always a minor chord. So A minor. The 4 chord is always a major chord. 4 chord. Now, here's what we're doing. We are going to convert that F major chord when we get to it. We're going to play it as normal, and then we're going to turn it from an F major to an F minor. Okay, so you're going to play F, A, C, and then you're going to turn it into a minor. And to turn any major chord into a minor, you take that middle note and you flatten it. So you lower it by a half step, what we call a half step, or meaning just 1 note on the piano. So now we have F, A flat, C. So first you would play F major and then F minor. So listen to how that sounds. When we have C major, A minor, F major, and then F minor, it is a gorgeous chord and it leads beautifully into going back to the C major chord. Because often if you have a chord progression whenever you get to the final chord, then you're going to loop and go back to the first one. So listen to how that F major to F minor leads back to that C major chord. Oh, it's so beautiful. And having that major and then a minor version of it, it gives it this beautiful bittersweetness. It's used a lot in film scores and pop music and jazz. This idea of we take a chord that starts off bright or happy sounding in a way, and then it turns a little darker, turns a little bittersweet. It gives it a beautiful emotion, like a darker beauty, a sophistication. So if you are at a beginner level and you just want to practice this, then just even at one hand at a time. C major, A minor, F major, F minor. You keep doing it. And then maybe try both hands together. And then you just do it different ways as a beginner. So maybe just have the left hand play the one note of each chord, the bottom. You can do it in octaves. You can maybe try it high. All right, so beautiful. Now, at an intermediate level, you can try doing that same stuff, but give it a bit more oomph, right? Maybe try it with arpeggios. Try where the left hand is doing maybe like an arpeggio accompaniment. So like a 1, 5, 8 of the chord. So maybe something like this. Try it different ways. Maybe even try coming up with melodies within those chords. So intermediate, just have fun experimenting with what are the different ways I can play those 4 basic chords. C major, A minor, F major, F minor. Now, let's have an advanced talk for a second. So if you don't consider yourself an advanced piano player, still stick with me, still watch the rest of this, hang out with me. You'll probably learn something, and it's also okay if it goes over your head. It's still fun for you to just hear it, okay? Now, a couple of things. First off, the theory of it. So as we just talked about at the beginning of the video, each scale has a number, right? So we have the major 1, the minor 6, the major 4, and then we turned that 4 into a minor 4. So we have a major 4 and then we have a minor 4. Now those numbers are important because one advanced way to practice this is try it in different keys. So don't view it as C major, A minor, F major, F minor. View it as a major 1, a minor 6, a major 4, a minor 4, and then try it in different key signatures. So for example, if I was doing, I don't know, let's do B flat major, then major 1, minor 6, major 4, minor 4. If it was E major, major 1, minor 6, major 4, minor 4, all right? And also, even though if you're an advanced student in this section of the video, still you can download that free PDF that I have because I also walk through this. I show you every scale, what number every chord is in that scale. So all of that is helpful. Now, what we are doing, we're doing 2 things that have official names to it. We are doing what's called a borrowed chord. A borrowed chord is when you take a chord from a parallel or connected scale. So like a minor, a major to a minor. So for example, F minor chord is not in a C major scale, but it is in a C minor scale. So in a C major scale, the 4 is F major. In a C minor scale, the 4 is F minor. So we're not in the key of C minor because the other chords are living in C major. But when we go from this to, we are borrowing from C minor. So it's a borrowed chord. And then we go back to C major. And we're also doing something technically called a plagal cadence. A cadence refers to how you often arrive back at a 1 chord, or like at the end of a chord progression or the end of a song. So by doing a major 4, and then you do that minor 4, that borrowed chord, and then that minor 4 leads to the back to 1, back to that C, that's called a plagal cadence. A plagal cadence is when you have a minor 4 going to a major 1. It's actually something pretty big from history. So we didn't just make this up. But it's really interesting with that because we are using theory and history to connect to something that is used very much today in modern songs. So whether you are a beginner or intermediate or advanced piano student, you can enjoy the beautiful sound of taking a chord and turning it into a minor version of itself, a major chord and a minor chord, and then leading back to another chord. We do it a lot, especially when it's the 4 chord. So in C major, that F major, that F minor. So it's just a beautiful combination, right? Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. I love it. Okay. So let me know how you did with this activity, whatever level you're at. Have you tried doing that before? Can you sit at your piano and try having fun with that chord progression, especially having that major chord, that 4 chord, turning it into a minor version of itself to then lead back to a 1 chord? Let me know. I read every single comment, so let me know in the comments. I try to reply to each one, so definitely chat with me in there. Also, while you're down there, in the video description, you'll see first the link to that PDF, that Ultimate Intro Guide to PDF, Ultimate Intro Guide to Piano PDF that I made just for you all. So I have tons of stuff in there about chords and numbers and scales and all of that great stuff that can really help you with all of this theory stuff and how to play it on the piano. So definitely download that. You'll also see a link in the video description below if you're interested in doing a one-on-one virtual piano lesson with me. Every week I do several one-on-one virtual sessions with people from my YouTube audience, and I love working with you all. Whatever your age or experience level is, I'm here to help you. You can do one lesson, you can do multiple lessons. I love working with you all. Also, if you're interested in getting more exclusive access to content from me, you can click the join button below and see the different tiers of channel memberships. It's totally optional, but if you would like to support the channel, every penny I get from memberships goes into producing the channel, and members get exclusive access to members only content, including members only videos where I give you free lead sheets and walk you through how to play popular, beautiful songs. So I pay you back in a bunch of free lead sheets. Okay, so click join if you're interested in seeing more about that. Do all the fun YouTube stuff. Please click like, subscribe, all of that great stuff. It really matters to me. Okay, thank you for hanging out. And until next time, my friends, keep making music and click on the video showing up on the screen here to keep this piano party going while I show you more cool stuff on the piano. Okay, I'll see you over there, my friends. Bye.